What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, we are in the Mustang GT. This specifically is a 2014 Mustang GT track pack, also known under S197. This is the model specification. And this car has about 104,000 miles on the clock. It's my daily driver. Absolutely love this car. I've had it for around 9 months and probably put around, I would say 8,000 miles on it. And it's been really fun. But one thing that I recently come across was that my transmission has been giving me a little bit of a hiccup, I would say. And what I mean by that, this car has an MT-82. Ford Mustang has put an MT-82 in the GTs, I believe, starting in 2011. So probably when they put the Coyote engine into the cars with the 5.0, they also went to the MT-82 manual transmission. And these transmissions are known to not be the most reliable, to not last as long as an example, the Tremec. Unless you do some upgrades to them, these are not the most reliable transmissions. There's people that drive hundreds of thousands of miles on them, and there's some people that drive, you know, tens of thousands and then they break. So it's kind of a gamble. I think it's a little bit blown out of proportion from media, but I think there's something about it that they are not as reliable. However, this specific car has a stock transmission in it. Engine is stock. There's only a cold air intake. There's no tune whatsoever. And stock clutch, as well as I'm concerned or aware of. And we have a Barton short throw shifter. I believe it's not the hybrid version, it's just the top mounted one. So that's the current status on the car, just to give you a baseline of an idea of what's currently going on. But this is where I wanted to make this video. I've posted about this on my social media, especially on Instagram, that I've recently have been seeing some issues with my transmission. And I'm hoping it's not going bad, but it gives me some signs of it. And what I'm noticing is, especially when the car, the transmission, and everything is warmed up in low gearing, so in first and second gears, I do get quite the crunchy noise between the gears. I do get a little bit of a rattle, and I'll try to capture that in the camera. I don't know how well the microphone will pick that up, but it is something that is somewhat concerning to me. It doesn't feel as solid as it did when I picked up the car 9 months ago. And I believe it's just an aging process of the transmission. It could be also related to the clutch. I do drive the car. I do drive it hard when I feel like it. But it's a daily driver. So as you can see, this is my daily commute right now. And I don't go crazy in it. So I'm thinking it could be the clutch. I'm thinking it could be something mechanical within the transmission. Maybe the synchronizers are going bad. Or maybe I've heard that the clutch forks or whatsoever. There's many components that people are complaining about on the MT-82. So I just wanted to, you know, put this video out there, show what my concerns are. Before I have this professionally analyzed, I will bring the car to Ford. I'm really good friends with the dealership, or some of the owners of the dealership here in Bessemer, Alabama. It's called Town & Country, and they have a transmission guy that is coming in on Saturday, so I'll drop off the car tomorrow. And they will be analyzing the car for me to give me a feedback of what the concern is. So I want to document this whole process for you guys, because I posted on social media the other day and there was so many people that were saying, oh yeah, I've seen similar issues, oh yeah, I got my transmission replaced, oh yeah, I've had this and that. So I think it is a very interesting topic with the MT-82, and just to, you know, provide some information to you guys, and to also have this to look back at once, you know, I have more knowledge about it. It will be very interesting to me as well. So that being said, we will see what the analysis of this is. I will show you some clips of the issues that I have been noticing, and then we'll see what the final result will be. I'm hoping I just have to replace a clutch. That would be the cheapest option, but I'm concerned that it will most likely be something with the transmission. In case the transmission is going bad, I don't plan on just replacing it with a used one or a new one or whatsoever. From the MT-82 standpoint, yes, it might last another 100 miles again, or 100,000 miles again, but we could also be running into the same issues again. So I like to fix the topic for good. So if I were to have transmission issues and I have to replace the transmission, I would get a rebuilt transmission, either from Kellemer, to, you know, they have different stages depending on how much you want done. This car is not boosted, so as far as I'm concerned, I really don't need to have the highest stage. I don't need to have, you know, billet gears and such. But, you know, I would like to upgrade the synchronizers. I would like to upgrade whatever's necessary or what's most likely to break on these transmissions. So I'd probably go that route, get a new clutch, and then, you know, have it fixed for good. You can also go with a Tremec. I think they're called Magnum T56. Those are supposed to be the most solid transmissions out there for these cars, but they're also very pricey. So if you want to replace that transmission, you're definitely looking at probably 5-6 grand just for the transmission, and at that point it's not put into the car yet. So you're definitely going to have deep pockets. And for me currently, this is my daily driver. I don't plan on going completely crazy on this rebuild on the transmission if it's necessary. So for me, the best bet would be rebuilding it through Kellemer, and I already reached out to them to see what it would cost and what we can do to replace. So just wanted to give you this update, and I would like to hear from you guys. Have you had any MT-82 issues? What are you looking at currently? I'm sure if you came across this video, either you're just interested in it, or you've had issues yourself, or you currently have issues. So please put it in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation in there. And, you know, I would love to see people help other people in the comment section. I see it all the time across videos from myself and other creators, where people just step in and help others. So I will show you what this rattle is like and how much you can notice it. But currently I'm driving in 3rd, 4th, and 5th gear. You don't really hear anything coming from down there, but as soon as I'll go into lower gear, I don't know if you could hear that. So right now I get that rattle. And especially in between the gears, in between 1st to 2nd and 2nd and 3rd, I get quite the noise coming from the shifter, which I really can't pinpoint what it would be. I'm nowhere close to being an expert on manual transmissions. I know how to drive them, but I have no idea how to diagnose a faulty transmission or one that is going out. It's definitely something that has been gradually increasing by the noise and by the rattles and such. It's not something that just, you know, came overnight, and it's not something that came after, like, you know, doing a pull or something in the car. It's just something that comes over time and gets worse and worse and worse. So I'm assuming it's just something that wears and it needs replacement bad. So hopefully we find something out this weekend, and I'll give you an update after that. So If I haven't by now shown you already some of the sound clips of the actual rattle, I will do that now. And I appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. Hopefully you get your issue figured out and I get mine figured out in the next video, but I'll bring you an update. So and this concludes the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you have any idea what this could be, if you have any, experience with this topic, please comment down below, put it in the comment section, send me a DM whatsoever. I really appreciate all your help. You guys are always phenomenal on this. I posted about it on Instagram and I got so much feedback. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay loud.